How often do you go out with friends?
I meet my friends almost twice a week. I love to spend my weekends with them, and sometimes I visit different places, watch movies, and discuss different topics with them. I do not go out with all of my friends. I mostly hang out with 2-3 close buddies and go out with them almost answer question 3-4 times a month.
How friendly are you with your neighbors?
I must say I am quite lucky to have good neighbors who are always supportive and well-behaved. I am quite close to them. We have a mutual understanding and an invisible bond that ties us together as good neighbors. I respect their opinion, privacy, and try to step forward whenever they need me.
Which is more important to you, friends or family?
To be honest, family comes first. However, there are some friends who become our family members. The bond between family members is often stronger, but this does not mean that we do not have friends who are less important in our life. Being with the family makes us who we really are, and friends make our life worth living.
Who do you spend most time studying, working with?
As a university student, I have a couple of classmates who are also my friends, with whom I spend a considerable amount of time studying or discussing different topics related to our studies or assignments. If I have to single out a person among them, I would say I spend most time with Jessica, who is a very close friend of mine and a very brilliant student.
Is it important to like the people you study, work with?
In my opinion, it is quite crucial to like and respect people we work with. Without having a work environment where we have friendly and helpful colleagues, we cannot go on for long. In fact, we spend a significant amount of our daytime in our workplace, so it is imperative that we are surrounded by the people we like to work with and respect each other.
Does your name have any special meaning?
My name is very special to me, as it is to my parents. The first part of my name, Sabia, which meaning is designation, and the second part of my name is Gulson. My name's second part, Shuli, is similar to our beloved prophet. My name inspires me to do a lot of pious activities.
Is your name common or unusual in your country?
Statistically speaking, this is not a very common name. However, from my experience, I can tell that I have personally met at least 10 others with the same name but with a different family name.
If you could change your name, would you?
My name is very special to me and I would never change it. For anyone, her name is quite unique and significantly important. I might take an alias someday if I need to ghostwrite some articles, but changing my real name to something for the sake of modernism or style is something I will never accept.
Do you have a favorite flower or plant?
I love flowers, and bokul is my favorite flower, perhaps because of their astonishing beauty and incredible colors. This flower comes in a variety of colors, and they are absolutely delightful to look at. My grandfather was an avid fan of this flower, and we had different dahlia in our garden.
What kinds of flowers and plants grow near where you live?
I would like to express my biased opinion that I am not a passionate gardener like my grandfather, but still, I believe that a house without some plants and flowers looks empty. And yes, having plants, both flowers and other kinds, is an absolute necessity not only for aesthetic reasons but also for environmental reasons.
What sorts of food do you like eating most?
To be honest, I prefer homemade food and a fan of my mother's recipe. She is an amazing cook and I always enjoy her cooking. Whenever we go to a restaurant, we like to order Chinese menus. Apart from that, I like buttered popcorn, pizza, Indian masala dosa, Mexican tacos, donuts and sandwich, a mixture of many foreign food items actually.
Do you watch cookery programs on TV?
Not much, I would say. I am not a big fan of TV programs and mostly watch movies on my laptop. Once in a while, I watch programs related to travel and cooking, and Hell's Kitchen, Iron Chef, and 30-minute meals are my favorite.
In general, do you prefer eating out or eating at home?
Without any doubt, confusion, I like to eat at home. Homemade food has better food value and offers a wide range of choices. It is more hygienic and less expensive. However, we like to eat at a restaurant whenever we have special occasions to celebrate.
What type of photos do you like taking?
I often experiment with my camera and mobile phone camera, and that's why I like to take a wide range of photos that include nature, people, gift items, sky, river, flower, and so on. However, I am inclined to take photos of people. Some of the best photos that I took were taken in unknown places where people posed for my camera. Their genuine smile, sad expression, and sometimes bewilderment make the photograph worth cherishing.
Do you like people taking photos of you?
If someone asks me first and I feel like being captured in a photo, I do not mind. Otherwise, I do not prefer to be in a photograph, especially with less known or unknown people. I think this is a personal choice, and I am not the type of person who likes taking selfie or self-photograph now and then.
How popular are bicycles in your hometown?
Well, I would say bicycles are moderately popular in my hometown. It was widely used when I was a child, and I have seen so many people using bicycles to reach their destinations. In fact, the majority of people used to ride bicycles to travel to and from their offices at that time.
How often do you ride a bicycle?
Honestly speaking, I scarcely ride a bicycle these days. Busy lifestyle, faster speed of motorized vehicles, and our apathy to get involved in physical activities have forced us to use a bicycle less often. Once in a while, I ride a bicycle, and that's primarily to have fun and not to travel. Personally, I more often use a car than a bicycle because the former one is faster and more comfortable to ride in.
When do people give gifts or presents in your country?
In my country, we mostly give gifts to others on a special day like a birthday, a wedding ceremony, and on an anniversary day. It's a widely followed custom to exchange gifts during the Christmas holidays. We often buy gifts for a classmate, colleague, or a teacher on their farewell days. Besides, we often buy candies to children and flowers to our relatives whenever we visit their house.
Do you ever take a gift when you visit someone in their home?
Yes, I most often buy a gift on such an occasion. I do it as it is a broadly followed convention in our country, and the idea of giving a host some sort of gifts is exciting, especially when the host loves the gift. Besides, it's a token of appreciation and a good gesture as a guest.
What games are popular in your country?
It's an interesting question to answer. People in my country are crazy about football. You will find most of the youths playing football in the evening. Among the indoor games, people love to play chess and cards most of the time. Finally, computer games are highly popular among the young generation.
How do people learn to play games in your country?
I reckon most of the people in my country learn to play different games in their childhood, and their family, classmates, and friends have a great role in teaching these games to them. Young children often mimic elders and play games that are popular in their area. Those who are serious about sports or want to become professional sportsmen often get admitted to different training institutes to develop their skills.
Do you think it's important for people to play games?
Yes, I do believe that sports and games are vital for a balanced life. Games are highly entertaining and beneficial for our health. Many games are helpful for children's physical and cognitive developments. It also teaches them important skills like how to be a team member and develops their decision-making capabilities.
How often do you make telephone calls?
I do not use a landline that much except for some official purposes, but I use a mobile phone very extensively and daily. I use the mobile phone to make or receive calls, send or receive text messages, and sometimes to use the internet. I often play games on my mobile phone and listen to my favorite music. There is scarcely any day when I do not use it.
Who do you spend the most time talking to on the telephone?
I believe that would be my mom. She is very close to me and starts worrying if she does not hear from me for more than a few hours. She calls me a few times each day whenever I am out and I can tell her virtually anything. For these reasons, she is the person I spend the most time talking to on a telephone or on a mobile phone.
Do you sometimes prefer to send a text message instead of telephoning?
Yes, sometimes sending a text message is more convenient and makes more sense than calling someone. For instance, if I'm in a meeting or in a crowded place, I would prefer SMS than phone calls. Moreover, if I need to send an address, a number or an email ID, I would rather send a text message than to call the intended recipient.
Do you prefer to have one particular friend or a group of friends?
I think it's a tough question to answer. But I will try. Naturally, I would like to have a group of friends from my school, my neighborhood, and a few online friends, but someone truly special would become my best friend. One particular friend, who I believe would be a truly great friend and completely reliable, is hard to find but will remain my buddy for a long time, while many other friends would be for a short span of time.
What do you like doing most with your friend?
I like to have conversations with my friends and hang out with them. I often play indoor and outdoor games with them. Since we can virtually say anything to our friends and do anything with them, we can be truly ourselves with our friends. I sometimes prefer to travel to different cities with my friends, and I went to Milan a few months ago with two of my close buddies.
Which instrument do you like listening to the most?
I mostly like the sound of a piano. The note that a piano produces is so delightful and melodious. It soothes the ear and refreshes my mind. The guitar is perhaps my second most preferred musical instrument, and it is widely used with most of the music types.
Have you ever learned to play a musical instrument?
I once tried to master the skills of playing the guitar. I even got admitted to a music school to learn to play the guitar but could not finish the whole course. I can play some basic tones and music in the guitar, but I am not a skilled guitarist.
Do you go on holiday every summer?
Yes, I enjoy holidays during the summer season, when I get 1 or 2 weeks leave from my office. I either choose a sea beach or a location near a river or a lake in summer to enjoy the view and get away from the hustle and bustle of city life.